Welcome to your first reformer video. This is all your basics. So what you need to know is neutral spine. You can slip your hand just underneath your back so that your back is resting but not pressing on your hand. And that's a neutral spine. So that's maintaining a perfect curve of your spine. And then pulling on your buttons. Hopefully you've learnt that already from the previous video. So I usually start with one hand underneath and one hand on top to check that everything's working. Make sure that your headpiece is down. And I have 4 bungees on. So I'm working quite hard from the start. My toes are together, my heels just a couple of centimetres apart, my knees a couple of centimetres apart, and then off we go. So I'm stretching right out into my tiptoes and then bringing myself back in. And we're going to do sets of 3 of each thing. And really holding my core on, using this as a warm-up. My right leg comes to 90, toes are pointed, knee is straight above my hip. Just checking from the video there that yes indeed it is. Get really straight here. Often you don't push completely out, or you do a kind of a juddery thing. So nice smooth movement. This leg now goes to your sky. So that's wherever you can straighten it, keeping your back, your hand not squashed, your back just that perfect neutral. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, to challenge your back a bit more, you're bringing your leg all the way in. Your back will want to collapse down. Keep it up there. And then as you straighten both legs. Okay, so here your back wants to collapse. Here the weight of your leg wants to arch up. But keep it perfectly neutral through your core here. Okay, so there's your 3. What we're going to do is come up and do your heel stretch. So under and up and under and up. And one more. And then bring yourself all the way through and bring your left leg to 90. So it's 3, 2, and 1. All the way in, come to your sky, check your tailbone is down, ribs are lifted. You have that lovely neutral spine. Not too much, your back is still just resting on your hand. And then bring your leg in. Keep the neutral spine, keep your tummy pulling. Reach and back in. And reach, and back in, and reach, and all the way in. Place both feet down, come right up nice and tall, and now we're going to pedal through your feet. So it's another calf stretch. Make sure your heels don't turn inwards, keep them nice and parallel, those feet. And then ride all the way in. Okay, you're going to put your feet on the top of the bar here, mid-foot. Feet now hip distance apart. Make sure your knees follow your feet so they are hip distance apart as well. I'm going to start in neutral and then I'm going to pelvic tilt. So my hands are going to come down here. I have that gap and then pulling my ribs to my hips, pulling on my tummy to lift my pelvis up off. So this is completely off. I've got a bend where my belly button is and my ribs are nice and flat. Then rolling all the way down, creating that gap. Okay, it's going to get a lot harder, so practice and get this right. You want to be able to feel that it's your tummy that's working, maybe a little bit here, but not your hamstrings taking over. So any sign of cramp and your hamstrings are taking over. So pull all your buttons on nice and slowly and then pull yourself up to that pelvic tilt. Then come all the way down to neutral. Okay, so you're going to pelvic tilt and then press halfway out, come all the way in. You're staying up in that pelvic tilt. Okay, stop if you are getting cramp. Roll yourself down, rest in neutral. Okay, so we're going to go all the way up through pelvic tilt, peeling yourself off, right up into your bridge, and then watch how you peel yourself back down again. So you're really holding with your core till the very last moment, controlling it out, and then we're here. So it's here, 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 and all the way up, and then slowly, all the way down. Okay, one more of those. So rolling up. Okay, with any of these, if you've got weakness here, your feet will turn inwards, so keep your heels turned out. And we're holding up and then slowly going down, rolling all the way down and into neutral. So let's use the machine. So we're coming up, peeling up, keeping everything high as you go halfway out or all the way, it's up to you. 2 and 3. Stay high, peel down, peel down, peel down. Okay, So there are some people who don't like the peeling for their back, okay? So if you can't do the peeling, then what I want you to do instead is press directly down through your feet to come up. So let's everybody do some of these now. So you really press down to come up and then come down as a block. Come press. So don't think lift, think pressing through those feet. Okay, we're staying up there and we're going to go out and in, stay high, out and in, feet parallel, out and in, come down as a block. Bring your feet and knees together. We're going to do 3 and 3. 3 with a roll and 3 just pushing straight up. You decide if you need to do all of them pressing straight up. So just before we start, be aware of any tension at your shoulder blades, at your shoulders, and just walk those shoulders down underneath and leave them there. Okay, so your feet and knees are jammed together and it's peeling yourself up. 1, let's add a press, come back in, roll down, peel yourself up, and out, and in, staying really high, rolling all the way down, peel yourself up, and out, and in, and rolling all the way down. And now we've just got our block lift, so press down to come up, really good butt squeeze, really good squeeze here. Come on down, keep your tummy on, and it's up, and down, and it's up, and down. Okay, well done. So like any work, you can do it nice and easily, nice and simply, or you can give it 100%. So you decide, especially with those bridges. So we're just pedaling out through. And then I want you to come right up onto your tiptoes. So you're going to press your back down now into a rib press. So pull all those buttons on slowly, slowly, and make sure there's no gap under your back. Reach your arms for the sky, and we're just going to pop up a little bit. So you're lifting your head, lifting your shoulders, and then pulling from button number 4 here, rolling yourself all the way down, chin tucks in as you go down. Okay, so don't worry if you can't get yourself free from those shoulder rests, and up as you get stronger you will, okay? So just make sure it's all your buttons on first, set yourself right, lift your head, lift your shoulders, and up. Okay, so you're going to go up we come, and heels under, and up, and under, and up, and under, and up, roll down. 2 more of those. So scoop your buttons on, pressing your back down. You see I still have got no gap under my back here. And then roll yourself down, and once more. Up we come, and under, and up, and under, and up, and under, and up. And bring yourself all the way in. A heavy rest. So you might want to just tilt your pelvis up and down, sashay it from side to side, and hug those legs. Okay, so you're going to go to 2 bungees. So sit yourself up and take 2 bungees off, and then bring your straps out. Okay. So whenever you have both legs in the air, you want to have your back nice and firm and supported on the bed. There's got to be no back pain while you do this, otherwise miss this section. You're reaching your arms straight up to the sky. Your buttons are on. Back is really pressed. One leg comes to 90, then the other leg comes to 90, and you'll feel the machine kick in. So you take a breath. Breathe out to press down. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out to press down. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out to press down. Breathe in to come up. Take your legs to the sky. Really pull your tummy in, squeezing those legs. It's breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Place your hand upon your hand. You've got 3 more to do before we take a rest. So you're going out to straddle as far as you can, bringing yourself back in and really squeezing, pressing down, bringing yourself back in, and then you control your tummy, so keep your back down, your tummy flat, while you put your legs down. Okay, so we're going to do cuddle and reach. So your arms are reaching right up again, shoulder blades kind of lifting off, back is on the mat, you're pressing your buttons on. Left leg first this time, right leg, and then take those legs to the sky. So you're going to cuddle by bringing your legs all the way in, touching those ankle bones, and then reaching legs and arms to the sky. So it's number 2. There's 3 progressions here, so hang with us. 3. Remember, when you do this, your tummy wants to turn off, so keep it pulled in. And here. So now this time you're lifting your head. So lift that head and then chin tucks in to bring it down. Lift your head, chin tucks in, and lift your head, chin tucks back in. This time you're not only lifting your head, but you're lifting your tailbone, trying to reach those toes. And then up we go. Here. The next 3 is going to be quite hard, so if you've managed these, you can do it. Otherwise, you need to stop and work up to it. You're going to cuddle just the same. Hold 3, 2, 1, and then when you reach, you're choosing where you're reaching your legs. The further away from you, the harder it is. So bring yourself all the way in and out, all the way in and out, and then bring yourself to here. Just relaxing for a moment. Okay, so we're going to do hollow body. This means collarbone arms, so your shoulders are relaxed, your hands are just in line with these collarbones, and it's all going to happen at once. You pull your buttons on to start with, so your back is pressed. It's 1, 2, 3, and press those hands towards your feet, and then come on down. So what you're aiming to do is lift your head and shoulders, lift from your chest, and 1, 2, 3. Keep your back really, really firm. Come on back down. And 1, 2, 3, go. So you've always got to make sure before you do this that you have your buttons on. So set those buttons up again. We're going out into a twist with our legs and our feet are slightly apart. Come back in. 2 and 3. Okay. One more progression, quite hard. See if you can manage it. Press your back down, have all your buttons on, and it's hollow body, legs together, and then you stay up as you bring your legs in, and in. Place your feet down, roll yourself down. Take a moment to press your chin right in, press your head into the bed, and release, and press in again. And release. Okay, you're going to pop your straps away. Right, the Aeropilates machines are great, right? They do just about everything. What they don't do is protect your tailbone. So if you've got a sticky out tailbone like me, you need an extra cushion. This is just a sports mat. It works really well. You just stick it under there. What you have to do is make sure that you've still got that neutral spine, or when you press down that you keep your tailbone down as well, okay? So we're going to do the roll up. We're going to start with the midfoot on the bar, both feet together, knees together, legs really zipped up, and your arms to the sky. I want you to pull all your buttons on, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift from your chest, stay curved, curved, curved as you come forward. As you come all the way up, and then roll yourself slowly, slowly, slowly down. Come up, come over, come up, roll down. So you're changing the shape of your back to curved, to straight, to forward, to straight, to curved. Just watch here. See how the machine has moved under me? I couldn't lie down now. So you don't aim to get back down. You just let the machine move. The bungees are pulling it. And you're just coming down less and less each time. So really keep that curve there, that really pull in and up, and we're forward fold. Okay, bring your knees in, hold on to the machine if you can, and you're aiming to stretch out. Pull that tummy on, come in, press out, come in, press out, come right up really tall. Put your toes on the bar and come in, press out, come in, press out, come in, press out, bring the machine all the way in, and go to each side. Okay, nearly reaching the end here. What you're going to do is come up onto the machine and put your knees on the front corners here. Your feet are together, so it's a child's pose stretch. 2 bungees is great for this, okay? Your hands come on the top, sticking your tailbone right out the back, have your tummy on, and reach down. Really stretch through here. So you want to be feeling that you are chest whipped forward and down, pressing it down, that you're still sitting on your heels if your knees allow, that your head is dropping right down below those elbows and your shoulders are relaxed. Then you're going to scoop and curve. Ease yourself back in and do it one more time. So right out, see if you can come down even lower. And then scoop and curve. Your hands are coming down onto the foot plate, which is this bottom bit here, and press right out. So now your face is buried right down in those bungees. And scoop and curve, and press right out. And scoop and curve. So you're going to take your feet down each side, sit yourself right back against those shoulder rests, and lean forward. So if you're really flexible, you can have your legs forward like that, but otherwise just tucked back is absolutely fine. And what the first thing you're doing is trying to stick your chest forward that way and down, getting as best a straight back as possible. And then once you've done that, you're reaching forward and taking that straightness down, so hinging down. So what we don't want is rounded shoulders. See if you can just really reach. Sit yourself up nice and tall, hands on the shoulder rests, legs straight forward, and your shoulders are really pinning back. Stretch up really, really tall and just lean back. Don't take your head and drop it back. Just keep it part of that nice curve. From there, you come up really tall and curve, curling in your buttons. And then up we come. Take your hands back, do it one more time. So you're really feeling stretches where you need it. I can feel it across the front of my shoulders here. I'm as tall through my spine as possible. And then through. So it doesn't matter if you can't, if you're just getting to here, see if you can go as far as you can. You'll go more if you pull your tummy on, okay?